Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. In last week's nightcap, I left you with a little bit of a cliffhanger with that Wolf tool post grinder. I plugged it in, I stopped the camera just as I was about to flick the switch. There's a series of 3 videos all about that on the Patreon channel, and they'll be coming onto my YouTube channel next weekend, because next weekend I'm away at the NEC in Birmingham with my friend Rob from Extreme Plasma. And it probably won't be a nightcap, but I will put the 3 videos on of the strip and sort of refurbish of the little Wolf grinder. Tonight's nightcap, I machine a ring, a reluctor ring, a speed sensor off a car dynamometer for a friend of mine, and I get it wrong and I make the hole too big, so I show how I would go about repairing what I've made a mess of. In part 2, I modify some Triumph Spitfire front stub axles. I've had 2 made for a lad and he had them measured too long or made too long, so I picked the thread up and shortened them, and I'll show you how I pick the thread up in the lathe to shorten them to save having to make 2 new ones. There's a little bit of your mail come in this week from America. I want to show it, some really nice items. I'll be going to keep one and that's what we're going to use for a giveaway. I really appreciate you sending them across. I know it's not cheap to send things from the States all the way across here. Anyway, it is much appreciated. These are the items that were sent in by Chuck Kavanska. Chuck's from Michigan. Anyway, we'll open the first one up. And it's a metric startup micrometer in really good condition. That'll be going to be given away. Another one, same metric micrometer starret in really good condition. Then there's this one here. This is a Mitutoyo 0-25mm micrometer. It's better than the one I've got, so we're going to keep that because that's got the extra little vernier scale on there. So I'll keep that one, I'll use that. That absolutely feels absolutely gorgeous. That the whole thimble is a ratchet part, really smooth and nice. Made in Japan, nice bit of kit. Anyway, Chuck, thanks very much. It is appreciated, and those 2 will be given away in future nightcaps. This is a steel sensor ring, or a pickup ring, or a reluctor ring of some sort of moving machinery. What I need to do is bore that out to be a shrink fit on a 50mm shaft, which is going to be like 2 thou smaller than the 50mm, which is probably 0.04 of a mil under 50. I've got it in a 4-jaw chuck. I've got a block behind, a parallel behind it, so it's held tight against the chuck that way. All I need to do now is get it run concentrically. I've already left a hole in the centre so I can line it up from that. So we'll simply find the high point, which is there, and we'll nip the high jaw up a little bit. High point again, which is that one. High point. So we'll have to loosen the opposite one off just a little bit. Nip this one up. And keep going until we get it right. Getting better all the time. Just about there. And we'll settle for that. Give it a short jaw. Make sure they're all nice and snug. Right, then we need to take out the packing piece from the back, spacer block. Still run nice and true. I'll put the clock gauge on that face there just to make sure, but I'm pretty confident it'll be all right. Yeah, it's sort of within the realms of possibility. That's just been burnt out of ordinary world rolled steel. The important thing is the centre's running through. I'll poke a couple of drills through it first, then we'll get a boring bar in. Nice to see it drill doing its job like it's supposed to. I just want to get the metal out quickly, that's all. Taking a decent cut, that. It's a nasty stringy bastard chip to it. Which I do it like. Speed the feed it up a little bit. See if I can help to break them. Not really. Right. 48.6. Another cut on the same setting, and we'll leave it alone. Let it cool down. At least when it shrinks, it's going to go smaller, not bigger. So shrinking would go smaller, wouldn't it? I'm going to change the tool for a high speed tool, steel tool. It's got quite a bit of flex on it, and I'm going to rely on spring cuts to get it to my size. Right, I've managed to bore the hole too big. It's dead on 50mm now, so it's not going to be a tight enough fit on the shaft. So all I can do, I'll bore that out, probably to 65. That's about a 70mm shaft. We'll machine that to be a tight fit in there, then bore that, and then shrink that in and go from there. Make like a repair piece for it. Can't be helped, I've done worse. What happens when you're tidy? What happens when you're tired and you're working on the top of cameras and things? Anyway, it'll make a better video for you. It doesn't help me. This is the sleeve I'm going to use to repair the part that were bored out too big. This is nearly on size now. I want to get it right this time. I don't want it to do it again. Just about there. really is taking a very, very fine cut there. This should take it to the size I want, the interference fit I want. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. That's 49.96. Just take that little rag off a little bit of emery tape, and then we can get the outside machine to size. We want 5mm off the outside of this. I've got no idea what this material is, but the machine's springy. And I've come out of a scrap bin like, so you kind of that is 0.05 over the 65mm, so that's the size we need. And that'll heat this bit up, and that should shrink into there quite nicely. Just want to put a little lead on there and then part it off. Make sure that the tool is nice and at 90 degrees to the job. I think it's just 10mm thick. $10mm there. And I've got the gear on the tyre brake, get a bit of heat to it. I may put a couple of tacks of weld on this, it depends how good the fit it seems to be. I think that'll be enough. So I'll find out. I've got a hammer ready just in case. No, it's a bother. Right, so that's gone in there nicely. Once that shrinks down, it'll grip that. I could have been a little bit more actually, but that's going to get it by the balls for definite when it gets in there, when that cools down. Now would be a good time to have a cigarette, but that avenue of pleasure no longer exists for me. So I think it's going to be a cup of coffee instead. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to give any trouble now. It's actually dead on size now, just where I wanted it. It's a pity I hadn't done that in the first place, but no, I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't give me a problem. It turns very slowly. It's just a sensor pickup. That's all it is.